This is my husband, Jared.
This is my wife, Jennie.
This is Cherrypiecottage.
Episode 31.
What? We're almost as old as we are.
We're getting up there.
So, we live in Lubbock, Texas. For those new people, welcome. And to our returning people,
welcome back.
Yes, and you know what's coming.
So, what you drinking, babe?
I am drinking a cold brew coffee. Yum. Because it's hot. It's like supposed to get up to the high 90s today. Mm-hmm. What are you drinking?
Lime water.
No. Where'd you get lime from?
In the fridge.
Oh, we have lime juice?
We have a bottle of lime juice in there, you didn't know?
I know. Michael kept saying we were out.
Sitting right there in front.
Oh, by the way, guys, no donuts this episode.
No.
So.
Sad day.
Sorry. So what's been going on, dear?
Well, there's a lot that's been going on. I got a new job.
Yep.
For real this time. This isn't a joke. I actually got a new job.
It's still at the same place.
Same place, but now I'm a manager. So.
I'm really proud of him.
I'm excited.
He starts on Monday.
Yep. So I'm managing the door shop that I started out working in. Moved out of the door shop, moved back to the door shop, moved out of the door shop, and now I'm back in the door shop managing it. So,
Are y'all confused yet?
It's a great company. I've been there less than 3 years, and this is my 5th position in the company. So,
not because he didn't do well in each position.
Yeah, it's not like, well, you suck at that job, so let's try you somewhere else. It was, hey, you're doing such a great job, let's try you over here and see how well you do. So
his military background, his work ethic, he can't sit at a computer all day. He needs, his work ethic is, okay, let's get this done, now what can I do?
Yep.
Okay, I got this done, now what can I do? Which makes it annoying when he's sick and needs to rest, he won't.
Where's the fun in that? You're supposed to get up and move around and work the sickness out of you.
No.
Yeah. That's why when I hurt my back, I decided to tear down our fence.
Oh yeah, that'll make my back feel better.
To make my back feel better, I decided, I'll go tear my fence down.
Whole back side of our fence, which is the longest part.
So
looks really nice now, though.
What else has been going on, babe?
Well, Haley is officially a junior. She finished her end of the year test. We had to wait and get it scheduled. So she passed. Sophomore year, straight A's. What? I'm really proud of her.
She's too smart. That's the problem.
She has a good work ethic, too. And she enjoys school.
Yep, she gets that from me.
The work ethic, maybe, but the enjoyment of school, no.
No.
So, Michael, on their hand, when he gets to high school, this program's not going to work for him. So I have to figure out something else for him. He is not self-regulated when it comes to things he doesn't enjoy. So he would rather sit there and power through it whether he understands it or not.
Yeah.
Which does not work with school. I love him to death, but he is more of go out and learn how to build stuff and break stuff and hunt and...
He's a very hands-on boy.
Yes.
So... He
has decided that he wants to become a butcher and a taxidermist. So that way, hunters that bring in their deers and their kills and stuff to him to get butchered, he can also go ahead and do their mounts. He also wants to save up money to buy a plot of land so he can do guided hunts. So can you see where his mind is? He's a one-track mind. The boy loves to go deer hunting.
Yeah.
So, and Jared skins his own deers and butchers because I can't talk today.
Words.
And Michael usually goes out and helps him because he's really fascinated by it and wants to learn how to do it. So, but we still got a few years.
Yep.
He just finished 5th grade. So, and this tomorrow, today is Saturday, June 15th. Woot woot.
Payday.
No. Wish. Well, if we were military, it would have been.
Yeah, if we were still in the military, or if I was still in the military, it would be.
Tomorrow, Haley goes on her mission trip with the youth group, and she'll be gone till Friday.
They're going to the wilds of Oklahoma City.
They're going to work with the refuge there in Oklahoma City.
Yep.
But then she comes back Friday. Saturday, we take them to camp for a week.
Yeah.
So she's 2 weeks gone.
She's gonna have a busy 2 weeks.
She is super excited about it, and then she's going to sleep for 2 weeks when she gets back.
Mm-hmm.
I love her to death, but
Which is about what she does now, anyway.
hey, she does most of her schoolwork at like midnight and stuff.
Yeah.
Because she says it's easier to concentrate. She'd rather spend time out here with family. That's what she says.
That's what she says, but that's not what she even does.
No, she stays in her room most of the time. Because she's
Anyway,
16.
because she's a teenager. All teenagers
Yeah.
do it. So,
The other thing that's been going on, we have no foes.
ask me what else. I have foes.
No, not those foes. Those don't count. No, I'm talking about like faux parties. I
what else has been
know,
going on?
and you want to talk about it so much that I am just blowing over it.
Okay, so we're gonna ignore her. All right. So, something I have been working on, and these are my foes. Thank you very much. I got a lathe last month in May, right before Mother's Day, and so I have been working on pins. And my lathe is like way oversized to be making these. It's not a little bitty one, it's a full size one. But I've been making pins. This one is Michael's. This is a maple. It's actually made from a piece of an old gym floor. I thought that was pretty neat. So that's made from maple. This one is Haley's. And this wood is Paduke.
That is what I had posted on my Instagram because originally that had been my pen.
Yeah. So she's had about 4 different pins now because every time I make a new one, she's like, "Ooh, I like that," and then she gives me back the old one.
No, he brings it in and says, "Here, I made this for you. Can I have the other one back?"
So
okay.
that is Paduke, and that wood turns like a dream. That is the best turning wood I've used so far. This one is mine, and this was on my Instagram, but this is mesquite. So I love the knot that's right there. It's got a crack that goes around it, but I think it just adds to the character of the pen.
So when I will let you show it, but can I tell the story?
Fine.
The reason why he keeps giving me pins and taking back pins is because since he made the mesquite one, I have told him I want a mesquite one. So he has given me every other wood but mesquite. Finally.
Until now. This one is hers.
So don't let him fool you thinking that I'm being grabby hands about the pins.
She's being grabby hands.
No.
And this one I did a little differently because I put a little dip right in here. I don't know how well you can see it. Let's put it up here where it'll contrast against
You
something.
put it behind your hand, but your hand behind it shows better. See?
Okay. So if you can see, there's a little bit of a dip right there where she would hold it. That is where you hold your pins, right?
Sure.
You're not one of those weirdos that holds it like way back
No.
here. Okay. So
Sorry about the face I just made for those that do hold their pins back there.
sorry
I'm
for
sorry.
calling you a weirdo if you hold your pen like this to write.
Sorry.
But so yeah, hers is also mesquite.
And I don't want another pen. I'm perfectly happy with this one. The other ones, I'm like, okay, I'll give you back this one for that one.
Yeah.
Then he gave me this one, and I was like, no, I'm keeping that one. You don't get it back.
Yeah.
So if you want to make me another one, that's fine. Just be aware that I'm keeping both.
So, I sand them down really good. I go up to 1200 grit, which is really fine. feels almost like velvet, like the way how soft it, or how smooth it is. But go up to 1200 grit, and then finish it off with olive oil and beeswax. So that's the way I make my pens.
Okay, guys. So we have no foes.
Except my pens.
Because I have been obsessively knitting on sweaters. Like, I have 3 on the needles. So I decided and asked him if it was okay.
Yeah, there was no we.
He immediately looked at me like, do I have to participate? And I said, no. We're going to do a sweater cow starting right now until November 8th, which means it is after Knit City, which means there will be prizes that we bring back from Knit City.
Send you a bucket of poutine.
Oh yeah, totally. But there will be lots of dyers, Canadian dyers that most people in Canada have heard of, and a lot of people here in the US probably haven't. Which means we'll be picking up some prizes. So, and other Canadian-ish things. So, like, we're definitely gonna have to get some Tim Hortons coffee to bring home. They sell, like, the bags.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So I want to try Tim Hortons. So here are the rules. What?
You said, but so. Sorry.
Anyways, here are the rules. It has to be an adult sweater. No baby sweaters, no toddler sweaters, no child sweaters. It needs to be an adult sweater because you have till November. Whips count. So if you've already got one going, just finish it and put it in. If you use our yarn, you can enter that same project twice, as per usual. So you don't have to use our yarn to participate, but if you use our yarn, you get to enter it twice. So here's a question though. Should it be 50% of the project or just use our yarn?
What do you mean?
So like this one,
Uh-huh.
I only need the one color for like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like a red stripe around the sleeves.
Okay.
So should the rule be that at least 50% of the project needs to be cherry pie to enter it twice? They still can enter it, but in order to get qualified for the 2 entrants.
Sure. I would say it has to be a significant portion.
Right.
It can't just be like a stripe in there to count. It has to be a significant portion of the sweater is cherry pie if they want the second entry.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
So like if you're doing a Technicolor dream coat out of yarn, it can't just be like one stripe that's in there. It needs to be.
So like on my Cipolla, there was 2 colors, and the black was like the contrast color, but it was still very obvious that.
Yeah.
Okay, something like that. Not like on my Maritimo where it's just like
the edging.
Right. And the stripes in between the colors.
Right.
Now if you used it for the lace part, that would count. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's if you want the 2 entrants, not in
And
general.
I'm going to be the judge of if it's a significant portion.
I need to make a note.
Now, does it have to be finished by November or just
Yes,
in work?
which is why whips count. But you need to, in order to enter, it needs to be a finished adult sweater. Now it's time for
Snack Attack!
And this is pre-recorded, so enjoy.
Action.
I'm gonna teach y'all, well not teach y'all, but show you how I make cold brew coffee. It's very simple and it tastes amazing. So it is a 1-to-4 ratio. This holds 16 cups, so I just go ahead and filled it up halfway because I do 2 cups of coffee to 8 cups of water. So what you're gonna do is, I'm gonna measure out my coffee, obviously.
What kind of coffee are you making here?
And you want your coffee to be a coarse ground coffee. This is not quite what I usually go for, but this is a Hawaiian coffee and it's vanilla macadamia. And this can get kind of messy. So if you want, you can do it in a bowl. I just choose to do it in this container because this is where I'm gonna put it anyways once it's all brewed, and the water is easier to measure. It's 3.
And that's a half cup measure?
Yes, because my full cup doesn't fit in there very well. So, then you clean off the top because I made a mess. Then you put your lid on. And I have coffee grounds all over the counter. Give it a little bit of a shake so you can get all the coffee grounds in. And then you let it sit on your countertop for 12 to 24 hours. And we'll come back when it's ready to be strained and all of that, and I'll tell you what to do then.
And we're back. So, I have my coffee. It has been soaking since yesterday morning. So, well over 24 hours. Now, here's the thing. Our French press somehow got broken. So we're having to improvise. We're doing a bit of cowboy maintenance here.
Well, and this will work for everybody that doesn't have a French press.
And if you don't have a French press, hey, try it out. Maybe it'll work for you. So what I have here is a
measuring bowl.
2-quart measuring bowl. Right there. And a tea towel.
Or a flour sack.
Cheesecloth or... Would cheesecloths work?
I don't think so, but this is it's called a flour sack towel, if that's what you're looking for when you go to Walmart. They're really cheap, but I grew up calling them tea towels.
Tea towel. Tea towel? Alright. So, really simple. All I'm going to do is take the coffee, grounds and all, and just pour it directly over the tea towel into the bowl. Now, I've never done this process before, but she swears to me that it works. So if it doesn't work for you, blame her, not me. Not really. You just want to keep an eye on it, make sure you don't pour too fast to where it overflows. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you're still good.
Oh yeah.
It's just sometimes it...
As the grounds go in, it's going to back it up a little bit. Now the trick to cold brew is once you've strained it and it's been in your fridge, you're going to get kind of a sediment in the bottom of your pitcher. But each time you take it out of the fridge, just give it a shake. It mixes up and you don't even notice it when you drink it.
Well, this method, it doesn't happen as much using the tea towel. At least I found it doesn't do it as much. Sometimes using a spoon to kind of...
Use a spoon to kind of move around the grounds so that way it's not blocking the tea from... Now you can see just kind of the buildup. But this is it. We'll come back once this is all strained out.
Show you what it looks like after the coffee's gone through.
Alright, so I've drained out the vast majority of the coffee. And this is just the grounds that we're left with here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the tea towel up off of here so I can squeeze any remainder liquid out. Oop. And I kind of dipped it into my coffee.
No, that's okay.
All right. Whenever you do this, this coffee is going to be like blacker than any coffee you've ever drank in your life. But that's why we cut it with just more water. Mm-hmm. And I'm saving these grounds to use for something else. So we're going to set those off to the side for now. And I got to rinse my pitcher out, get the rest of the grounds out of that, and then we'll finish up. All right, so everything is strained out. I got my pitcher cleaned out. Now, I'm gonna pour this in here. And just so we can simplify things, I'm not gonna show y'all filling up the pitcher with water. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure that one out for yourselves. Y'all are a smart bunch. And you see that kind of sediment there. I get it every time I make the coffee, so yeah, basically you get that much concentrated coffee, and then I'm just going to fill it up to the top to cut it, and that'll be what I pour out of every morning. Bye, y'all.
What'd you think, guys? It's one of our favorite things.
Delicious.
It is. Once it starts getting hot out and you no longer want hot coffee, cold brew is the answer.
Yes.
And it keeps, which is fantastic. I don't know if we said or not, but we keep it in the fridge. You should probably keep it in the fridge.
I think I did.
Okay. Little creamer, little ice. It's great. Or you can just drink it straight black too.
I don't put ice in mine.
I know. I do. Because I want it to stay. Because I like to enjoy it. Whereas you, when you get a drink, it's gone.
That is not true.
Okay. 10 minutes. Maybe. Maximum. And... So, I like to enjoy mine. So I put ice in mine. But now it's time for...
Whip it.
Whip it good. Do you want me to go first?
How many do you have?
4.
Do 2 of yours and then I'll do my 1.
Okay. Well, how about I do this one and you do your one, because these are kind of segued into each other.
Okay.
Okay. So, I couldn't resist. If you didn't notice, I have put Mermaid Tails and Texas Sunset on pre-order for DK Sock. So of course, those skeins that I dyed up for pictures and stuff, I had to cast on for the Maybe Baby DK Socks, which is by the Cozy Up Girls. Just saying, fantastic designers. They're our Canada friends. But I had to cast on because I wanted to see how these were going to knit up. And I normally do 2 at a time, which I am doing 2 at a time. So here's Texas Sunset. Here's Texas Sunset in the cake. I cast it on. And I cast on Mermaid Tails too. Here it is in the cake. I had to see if they were going to stripe like Punk Rainbow did. Which it kind of does. It's not as straight as Punk Rainbow was, but you can definitely see how it swirls around. So this one is Texas Sunset, and this one is Mermaid Tails. And I am going to finish these and knit another sock for each one. This will probably be a pair for me to wear, and then the other pair will be for a shop sample. I keep saying I'm going to make all these shop samples, but yet I don't have any plans to vend anytime soon. Okay, I have to over prepare for everything, guys. So
well, you still could put them on whenever you post the yarn. You can put a picture of the shop sample.
Oh, I will.
So.
But I have to be like over prepared, guys.
Yes, she does.
So I will probably have several shop samples before I actually bend. I say that. Oh, and it's in my Knit for Brains canvas bag. It's my burgundy rose one. Love these bags, guys. Y'all need to go to her shop and get some. We can talk about yours?
Sure.
Okay.
So I am working on my same Joe slipper socks that I've been working on for last couple episodes. I am using this is Ginger Snap yarn, Undercover Superhero Batman, and also it's my Arcania yarn. Let me see, I got the tag. Yeah. And that is the green that I'm using for the heels, toes, and cuffs. Pattern's great, I've just not really had so much mojo these last couple
During the
weeks.
summer, you usually
Yeah.
don't, unless we're on vacation, and then you're all about it.
I've been working out in the garage a lot lately, so I have that in my Knit for Brains canvas bag, and I love the way it keeps everything separated. So that's what I'm working on.
She's on Etsy, Knit for Brains.
Yep, Knit for Brains Designs.
And Ginger Snap that. Is it Ginger Snap that one? Or Ginger Snap that on Etsy? But she's on Etsy. Doesn't say.
It doesn't
I'd have
say.
to look at her card.
Is it Ginger Snap that? Because that just says Ginger Snap.
It does, but I think she's Ginger Snap that. You know what? Duh, I can just look it up real quick so we can tell y'all. We'll also put the link down below.
Yeah. And then,
However, y'all need to tell us, are those links really working for you? Like, are they clickable links? If not, then we need to figure out how to do that so they're clickable.
okay. So this is on her puffy fingering base, 80/20 merino nylon, 420 yards. So that's my whip.
I'm looking, guys. Hold on. Ah, Ginger Snap that on Etsy.
There you go. Go check her out. Shop her shop.
See? Well, yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. So, and if you want a shirt for the community over competition, go to Mr. Snap That's. Or
Mr. Snap that.
Yeah, Mr. Snap That. He has an Etsy shop too, and you can order your shirt there. What else? Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay. Yeah, during the summer, he doesn't have much knitting mojo unless we're on vacation.
Yeah.
And you probably aren't going to get much knitting done because the one vacation we're getting this year is the reunion in Slitterbond, and you don't usually knit. I don't even knit a lot on that one.
No, when we go to San Antonio, I'm worn out.
It's a lot of swimming and golf and
Yeah.
just hanging out and playing with the family. So, Slitterbond usually wears us all out. Not so much now that we're only doing the 1 day instead of 2 days.
Yeah. Last year was pretty nice, just having the 1 day.
Yeah. However, Friday we didn't know what to do.
Yeah. So what else you whipping up, babe?
I was trying to stall so I could get back around to my marker. It's okay. This currently that I'm knitting on is my Maritimo. I think that's the way you pronounce it. Last time I showed it to you, you see where the beehive is? That's how much I've put on since last time I showed it to you. So I think 3 inches away from separating. That's what it said. Yeah, I think so. I'm not too far away from it. I'm separating for sleeves. And this is my second Knit City sweater. Ginger Snap knit one too, and we're gonna wear ours together. Yep, I'm 3 inches away from separating. And that's without pulling and stretching it. So I'm getting there, and once I get the sleeve separated, it should go a lot quicker, because right now it's just knit, 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 knit in the round. But and I am using, let's see, for the right here, this part is a Miss Babs 2 plateau, Yummy 2 plateau, and it is Quicksilver. And in the lace, the gray variegated is Yarnberry, and it's her Just Jane colorway. And then the main color is my yarn, Cherrypiecottage, and it is Obligatory Valentine on my fingering sock base. So, I love this thing. It's just I need to be in the mood to just knit, knit, knit. Now when we take the kids to camp, this is probably the project I'm going to take. This and those socks. And that will be it. Because I have to get that done by October. And it's great travel knitting. But I am doing helical knitting. So I have 3 skeins attached. And as I come to them, I knit 3 stitches past where it was, where the new yarn, where I picked up the new skein, and then switch skeins and keep going. So I don't get the pulling and I don't get the seams. So
nice.
That's how I do it. There are several other ways to do it. I didn't want to alternate skeins where you just alternate every other row, because you still kind of get stripes and you'll get a seam. This way, you don't. I enjoy it.
So for 3 stitches, you have 2 strands in there?
No. What it is, okay, so currently I am on this one. When I get to this marker, which is where this other skein is attached, I will knit 3 stitches past it, and then with the current one I'm knitting with, and then I pick this one up and knit around to the next marker.
So your spot where you switch is constantly changing around. Oh.
The only spot that stays the same is my beginning around. But you don't get seams and you don't get the pooling or the striping.
Pooling?
Pooling. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, so you can see right there. Can you see that? Yeah, right there.
The float that is constantly moving.
Right. So, there's that. Now then, let's talk about, so this is a t-shirt sweater. This is how I'm justifying to myself why it's okay to have this many on the needles. It's a t-shirt sweater and it's fingering weight. This one is a fingering weight colorwork sweater that's a long sleeve one. This is my Sunset Highway by CaitlinHunter, which the Maritimo is also by CaitlinHunter. But this is what I cast this on while we were recording last time. So, hold on, guys. The brown is a Knit Pick Stroll. Here's the front. I haven't gotten to the second color yet. I'm almost there, though. So, there we go. The brown is Knit Pick Stroll. The purple is Happy Little Yarn. The Everything is Zen colorway. My next color is going to be this one, which is Just a Girl. And then my main color is this one. And it is Knit Pick Stroll North Pole Heather. So.
There's no heather in the North Pole.
It's saying it's heathered. And it's, well, it's not, it's Knit Pick Stroll Tweed. Yeah. And so is the brown. And the brown is Farmhouse Heather. So there's that. It looks really dark, but it's going to lighten up the more that I go down. So I would have, my plan was to get to the point where I had the third and fourth color in. That didn't happen. Because this is what I knit on most of last week, along with those socks. And I took this to knit night last week, so that's why I got a lot of work done on that. But then this week, I couldn't resist casting this on. This is the reason why it's okay to have 3, because I have a t-shirt, I have a sweater, and I have a cardigan.
You know what? Real quick, I hate to interrupt. You know what we forgot to say what was going on recently? Tuesday was our anniversary.
Oh yeah, we've been married 14 years. I posted on Instagram.
I know, but this past Tuesday was our 14th wedding anniversary, and we forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
So.
You didn't post nothing on social media.
I didn't. I'm terrible on social media, and you know that.
Not on Facebook. Like for my birthday and stuff, you usually post.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, we've been married for 14 years, but we've known each other for 20.
Yep.
So I don't know if people were confused on my post. We met at church camp when he was 15 and I was 16.
Yes.
So we've been together for 14 years. No, we've been together for 16 years. Known each other for 20, married for 14.
Yep.
Y'all confused yet?
Numbers.
Numbers, yes. There was like a 2-year span where we didn't really talk.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, though, I was getting ready to move out of my parents' house, and he just, like, out of the blue remembered an inside joke and called me. And
it's been a whirlwind romance since then.
Yeah, we've been through a lot. Cross-country move, almost losing our child, my mom getting cancer.
You getting cancer?
Well, no, we had an international move, then I got cancer, then we had an international move back to the States. You got out of the military, another cross-country move. We bought a house. Lots of stuff. We have a 16-year-old, too. Oh, my goodness. We have a 16-year-old and an 11-year-old, almost 12-year-old.
Yep.
So, a lot has happened.
Sorry to have interrupted, but
You're fine.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Should have brought that up then.
Well, so should you.
Yeah, well, I was remembering lots of other things.
You're the one who wrote out all the notes.
This might sound ridiculous, but our anniversary sneaks up on us every year. We thought having it in June would be great, but that was before we had children in school. So about the time that our anniversary comes around is about the time that the kids are just getting into their summer groove. All of us are. So it sneaks up on us every time. We know exactly when it is, but it's usually like a day or two before. We're like, oh yeah, our anniversary is this day. So we don't really make plans. This year, we are celebrating our anniversary by going to Canada.
Yep. In October.
Yes, because that makes sense. We usually never actually celebrate our anniversary on our anniversary. So this year, though, we did go to Cracker Barrel.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to cook, and he didn't want to eat at home. He's like, it's our anniversary. So we did.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Now back to the regularly scheduled program. So my last thing, this is why it's okay to have 3, because t-shirt, long sleeve, an actual sweater, and then a cardigan. I am knitting the Throwback by Drea Renea Knits. I am using Knit Picks again for the main color. And this is worsted. It's swish worsted Dove Heather. And I am using Happy Little Yarn for the other 3 colors, which, where are my tags? There they are. She does not carry these colorways or this base anymore. She might again in the future, I don't know. But I absolutely love these colors. This is, we have Bunny Sneezes. What in the world just happened?
What was it?
It was...
Okay.
Okay. My camera was doing some weird stuff, so...
Yeah, it was being weird.
I don't know. It was like somebody had hacked into our camera, which it is possible, I guess. But why would you want to?
Yeah.
So, back to the yarn.
Bunny sneezes.
We have Bunny Sneezes. We have Flight of the Unicorn. And we have Mermaid Fiesta. Those are my colors. Now it's doing it again. Is it too close to the table? Is it getting bumped, maybe?
No. It's...
That's weird. What does the F stand for? Like focus?
I have honestly no idea.
Well, you're the one that had the book and looked at everything and then never gave it to me.
Yeah, well. Okay, I think we're good.
It's weird.
Anyways. If somebody's hacked into our camera and you're watching us right now, welcome.
Yes, it's just a podcast.
Yeah.
So, yes, those are my colors. Now then, I'm just about done with the color work. I have been obsessed with this. So I have to repeat this again, and then I am done with the color work. I'm probably going to do this again. No, not this. That. Again, like around the sleeves, right before the cuff. But, and I started out doing the way she does the increases, but down here when I did them, it was leaving giant holes. I even did them the exact way she did, and I didn't like it. So, I went back and I fixed them all. Ended up doing just a twin stitch to increase. But, guys, these, I love it. I love the colors together. And I'm going to have enough left over that I could technically knit another sweater if I wanted to. Of these colors, if I wanted to knit another throwback, but I'm not going to. I'm probably going to make a hat or something out of them, but I want these colors together to use up every bit of this yarn together because the colors they belong together. And Amy, if you're watching, you were brilliant on these colors. Oh my goodness. I love them so much.
I would have thought you should have framed the bunny sneezes or whatever with that blue.
Well,
gone on the other side of it as well, so that way it really frames it.
I thought about it, but with the what was it called? The Flight of the Unicorn. Next to the gray, you can't really see it as easily. Mm-hmm. So I wanted it framed by the pink and by the bunny sneezes and the mermaid fiesta, and that's what she did on here too. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to blend together anyways.
Okay.
So that's what I did. Because the pink the bunny sneezes blended into the Flight of the Unicorn, and Flight of the Unicorn blended into Mermaid Fiesta. She sent these colors to me. She sent these skeins to me at Christmas during the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted. And she nailed the colors perfectly. And I had been saving these for the perfect project. And then I thought, I'm going to knit a throwback. I've been wanting to knit the throwback since it came out and since I saw Jamie's when she knit hers on Cozy Up. So I went through my stash for the main color. So I don't have to buy any yarn. Because that gray, that Knit Picks Stroll Worsted, I've had for a few years now. It's left over. It was from my first sweater. I bought entirely too much yarn, basically. But that's on my whips. So three sweaters, and a pair of socks. That's not bad. Granted, 3 of them are all new cast-ons. I've given up on trying to be reserved on my cast-ons. I will say I'm not going to cast on another shawl till I get some more off the needles. But sometimes you just need to cast there's a project and the perfect yarn with it, and you just have to cast it on just to get it out of your system. So that's basically what I did. Not my fault. But now it's out of my system, and I'm ready to just keep working on my current projects. So there. moving on. Now, we didn't do this last week, and somebody commented and was sad that we didn't do it. And the reason why is because we had so much other stuff in our last episode. Excuse me. I didn't burp. I don't know what that was. It was just like all of a sudden all the wind just went out of my lungs. That was weird. But we just had so much other stuff to talk about last week, the last podcast, that we didn't do it. So this week we'll do it. Now it's time for
Storytime.
Texas story time. This is Texas, y'all. So let's see, what letter are we on?
I'm not even sure.
We did J last time.
Mm-hmm.
We're on K.
Yeah,
No,
we
you did
did
K.
K. We did K.
So now we're on L.
Yep.
Let's see, what do we want to talk about? Do we have more than one L? No, we only have these two pages. What about languages? Believe it or not, there are 10 languages. Actually, there are over 160 languages spoken in Texas households, and more than a third of Texans speak a language other than English at home. We are not those people.
No.
Occasionally, we throw in some Japanese and Spanish, but here are the top 10 languages other than English that are spoken in Texas homes. Number 1, any guesses? Any guesses? Spanish. Go figure. We're a border state, so of course we're going to have Spanish. But Vietnamese, go ahead.
Did anybody else catch that?
That's the way I've said it my entire Vietnamese. It's the way I've said it my entire
That's the
life.
language. That's the language spoken in Vietnam.
No, it's Vietnam. But it's Vietnamese. That is the way I've always said it.
Sorry.
Go ahead, say it the way you would say it.
I'm going to say it.
And
the
don't
way,
insinuate where you say it, where you think I say it wrong. Just say it.
I'm going to say it the way everybody else in the world says
whatever.
it. Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. I don't hear a difference. So, and this has been a whole thing since forever. But my family says it too. Chinese, which includes Cantonese and Mandarin, as well as other Chinese languages.
Tagalog.
German, French, Hindi,
Urdu.
Korean, and Arabic. I have never heard of Urdu and...
Tagalog, I believe, is what's spoken in the Philippines.
Okay.
And Urdu is another, I want to say, a Middle Eastern language. Because you've got Hindi, Urdu, Farsi, Pashto, Arabic. There's all sorts of different languages that are spoken in the Middle East. But I believe Urdu is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi actually is not Middle Eastern. That's like Indian.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if I believe that. You want to read that one?
Ugh. Willie Nelson said there's a freedom you feel the closer you get to Austin.
We're not big fans of Austin.
Well, okay, I guess in a way that's correct. In a way, because Austin is very centrally located in the state. So the closer you get, the closer you get to Texas.
And Austin's our capital.
Outside. So as you're heading towards Austin, you get closer to Texas first before you get closer to Austin. So maybe, but
we're not really big fans of Austin. I would put there is a freedom you feel the closer you get to Texas.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Austin.
Yeah.
Austin is, and for those that are from Austin that are watching, glad you like it.
Yeah.
We're not fans of it.
Yeah.
We like San Antonio.
When we lived in North Carolina and we were driving home, coming into Texas through Arkansas, we would always get to Texarkana at night. I don't know how it just always worked out. We would always get there at nighttime. And so we would wait until we crossed the river into Texas before stopping. Mm-hmm. And I mean,
we get to the Texas
side
of
we
Texarkana.
get to the Texas side of Texarkana and then stop. So, which Texarkana is really not a big city, but
no, but half of it's in Arkansas, the
Right.
other half's in Texas.
Yep.
So, hence the reason why it's called Texarkana.
Yep.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the flag.
Okay.
All right, so the Lone Star flag. Everybody knows the Texas flag.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina ripped off the Texas flag. I don't care what anybody else says.
We had it first.
We had it first. All they did was switch the stripes around, and they put some lettering or some wording around the star.
Well, is it completely like this, or does the red go all the way?
No. It's just like this, but the red and the white are flipped.
And they have North Carolina symbol in it instead of the star. They ripped our flag off.
Well, no, it's the star, but it says like North Carolina founded, whatever. I think
it's like it's like branches, North Carolina symbol, and then branches underneath.
Anyway.
I'll look it up what you tell me.
It says the first official state flag of Texas was adopted in 1839 and is a symbol of Texas's independent resolve. Blood red, azure blue, and white represent bravery, loyalty, and purity, and its design influenced the state's official nickname, the Lone Star State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it has the star, but then it has like the NC and the banners.
Yeah.
Which say
May 20th, 1775 and April 12th, 1776.
Yeah.
That's what it says, but this flag was not adopted then.
Yeah. So, yep. North Carolina stole our design.
Oh, yeah. It was adopted in 1991.
Oh.
We've had ours since 1839.
Told you they ripped it off.
Yep, they did. And they're not the only state. There's some other states, aren't they?
No.
No.
Chile's flag is similar.
Yeah.
But I think their red stripe does go all the way through.
Yeah.
So, but they're a country, not a state.
But we were the original.
Yep. We had it first.
Sorry, we have to be a little Texas. Well, we're a lot of Texas, but when it comes to the Texas pride, we're a little bit.
So.
Unless you're not from here, and then we're a lot. Longhorns.
Yeah.
It's another animal I'm obsessed with. I don't know why. Horny toads, armadillos, and longhorns. I don't know why. See, there's an armadillo.
Yep.
And I have longhorns around the house too.
Yep.
Let's see. A blend of mostly Spanish
Retinto
stock mixed with English cattle, the state's large mammal can have horns as wide as 6 feet across. And there's
a bigger one, like the world record is, it's bound to be longer than 6 feet across.
Mm-hmm. But there's a field like over there that has longhorns in it. Yep. We like longhorns. So, if you don't know what they look like, that's what they look like.
Sort of.
Yes.
It's a
drawing, but
that's a very cartoony drawing.
Hence the reason why they're called longhorns, because their horns are long.
Yep.
So, that's all we have for
story time.
Now it's time for
Her Precious.
Yeah, because I
don't have anything.
So I don't usually buy charms or clay, but these are from Simply Serving. She is on Etsy. Yep, right down there. She posted these, and I just had to. So just so y'all know, I love corn dogs. The ones that are fair are best, but look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably help if I put it the right way. But it's a corn dog, a smiling corn dog, with ketchup and mustard for its hair. I had to. And she has a ton more cute ones. But, oh my goodness. Super cute.
You keep talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check something real quick.
And then, okay, y'all all know how much I love Christmas. I like 4th of July. Not as much, but Christmas is here and 4th of July is here. So, and he likes 4th of July too, because it gives him a reason to play with fireworks.
Fire!
So, but, look. It's a 4th of July cupcake with an American flag pinwheel. Isn't that cute?
American flag what now?
Pinwheel. I did not say pinwheel. You were hoping I would, but I didn't. I said pinwheel. So, but oh my goodness. Now I can use these. I'm so excited. So guess what's going to go on my sweater now?
I didn't get any.
I didn't think you'd want any.
The corn dog, come on.
Well, when I showed it to you, you're like, yep, that's cute. You didn't seem very interested. I told him I was going to buy it when she posted it, before she did the update. So, just saying. But y'all go check her out. She is simplyserving.etsy.com. And well, this week I don't think she's going to have an update because she's put her shop on vacation starting Tuesday. So it might still be open by the time this goes up, but she's going on vacation. But she's constantly putting new in. And it's a different theme each week. Like, I almost bought some more this week because she had a flamingo. It's like a floaty for the pool, but it's a flamingo and a unicorn. Almost got the flamingo for Haley. Haley loves flamingos. We don't know why, but she does. Her room is currently
stinky birds.
She likes them. So she likes to decorate with them. She doesn't like the animal itself. But her theme in her room, and this is going to make no sense, Eiffel Towers and flamingos.
French flamingos.
Like, she literally, it's Eiffel Towers and flamingos everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it works for her, and all the colors work together. But that is her decor. She loves them, but I almost bought the flamingo one because she would totally wear that as a necklace. But I decided not to because I just bought some.
Yep.
And we are trying to save money for Canada. So I was restrained. But that's all I have for my precious. And you don't have any, do you?
I do not.
Now it's time for shop news. Dun 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 dun.
Hey, hon.
Yeah.
What's the name of your shop?
That's why I put it right here. I was gonna say it, you jerk face. I usually forget. So, my shop is Cherrypiecottage, and I am on Etsy. I usually forget. So this time I wrote it out, and he stole my thunder and said, "Hey, babe," because he thinks he's funny. So, starting off with, I got new yarn tags with our new logo on it. Oh, I'm so excited. And they're thicker, and they're shiny. And then on the back will be your information for your yarn. So, to start off with, pre-order wise, since 4th of July is coming up, we have Yankee Doodle. And I love this color. I think I need a sweater out of it. That's why I've only dyed up one. Because if I had dyed up enough for a sweater, this would have been cast on. But I think I need a sweater out of this. I think. But this will be up in the shop for pre-order till after Veterans Day, you think? Veterans Day is in September.
Which one's in no?
Because Memorial Day is in May.
Memorial's in May. Labor Day's in, I think,
August. Maybe September.
I know Labor Day is right after school starts.
Mm-hmm. Veterans Day is September or October.
I don't remember.
Let's just say it's going to be in the shop till Labor Day.
Sure.
For pre-order, and I might leave it up longer. But you will be able to get it on all 4 bases. But Jennie, you only have 3. No, I don't. I have 4 bases now. By the time this goes up, these will be in the shop. This is Fingering 100. It is 100% superwash merino, fingering 3-ply weight, 490 yards. But shut your pie hole.
I was hoping she'd say it was 100% finger.
I know you were. So, do you see how much fluffier?
And it is really fluffy, guys.
Yes. So, you can get this on all 4 bases. Fingering sock, fingering 100, DK sock, and DK 100. So, it will be a pre-order. So, I think it says 2 to 6 weeks for shipping, or 4 to 6 weeks for shipping. I try to get them out in about 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes till that 6-week mark, but usually it's in about 2 to 3 weeks. But yes, Yankee Doodle pre-order. Yeah. And then this is the new base, Fingering 100. This colorway is Sidebar. And I dyed up some Kentucky Rain on it. And I dyed up some Concrete. Now, what is listed in the shop is what I have ready to ship. However, if there are some colorways that are not listed that you would like, and or sweater quantities, yeah, guys, look. It is so fluffy. But this is Concrete. Custom orders. All you have to do is message me and say, hey, can you do this? And I have yet to tell somebody no. So the only caveat is it needs to be a colorway I have already dyed. And the answer is pretty much yes. Now, if it's a special colorway, the answer is probably going to be no. Because I don't like to promise somebody a certain color that I have never dyed up. But these three would be awesome as a in a sweater. Well, I wonder why. Because you're the one that came up with this one. So we have Sidebar, we have Kentucky Rain, and we have Concrete. But that's not all, guys. I know, can you believe it?
But wait, there's more.
We have 2 unicorns. These are unrepeatable. That's what my unicorns are. So if you see them and you like them, order them. So we have 2 unicorns. But wait, there's more. We have 3 new colorways too. We have Sakura, which
and can I explain Sakura?
Sure.
Okay, so Sakura is the Japanese cherry blossoms.
Right. And they're yeah.
And over in Japan, they make all sorts of stuff out of it. You can get Sakura ice cream, coffee,
donuts,
and it's flavored with the cherry blossoms.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just cherry, but it's like a lighter.
It might be the cherries that come from the cherry blossoms, but
I think it's just a cherry flavor, but they call it Sakura, and it's not as artificial tasting as it is here.
So good.
So we have Sakura. We have Grapevine, which I was not 100% sure on this colorway. I personally don't like it, but he said
I like it.
You should put it in. So we have
and
Grapevine.
You know what? If it's a one-time thing, then it's a one-time thing.
If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell.
Yeah, I'll knit something with it.
It's fingering weight.
I can hold it double like I'm doing these.
These don't have nylon in them. Hence the reason why it's called Fingering 100. You don't knit socks out of non-nylon.
I'll knit enough, I feel like.
I don't know.
Knit a hat with it then.
So.
Hold it double.
Grapevine. And then Peachy Keen. So. This one I absolutely love.
That color is pretty accurate.
Yeah. So 3 new colorways, 3 original colorways, and 2 unicorns. And again, if there was a colorway you were hoping for on this base that didn't get put in the shop as ready to ship, message me. I love to do custom orders.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3 new colorways. Can you help me? 3 new colorways. No, just pick those 3. 3 original and 2 unicorns. So, and you can pre-order Yankee Doodle on it.
Highlight the best one.
These 3 would go well together.
Yep. But more of that.
So apparently I was in like a floral, fruity mood in this one. Probably because I dyed these the same time that I was dyeing the Texas Wildflower for June. But I love this one. This one would be great in a sweater. It's very lightly, like super lightly variegated. And these would be good for a sweater too. But this would be good for a sweater too.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But there you go. New base. Advents are still in the shop until the end of June. June 30th is the last day to order. I have put in the option for 10-gram Advents. So you'll get 24 mini skeins on my fingering sock, but you have the choice to do, there's 2 listings. There's one for the 20-gram and one for the 10-gram. Both of those you have the option to add on a full skein to open on Christmas Day. All of them will be wrapped individually so you can open one each day through December 1st through the 24th. Let's see what else. Sweater quantities. If you want sweater quantities on the new base, again, message me. Oh wait, there's more.
I have shop news today. So, as I talked about earlier, I've been making pins. But I also have some that are going to be going into her shop. I don't know if this is going to be up before or after the update. Probably after.
After.
So they're in the shop right now. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm. And we would have posted about these on Instagram and everything too.
Yes. So the first one.
These are just to see how they will do in the shop.
Yeah.
If they do well enough, he's going to open up his own Etsy shop.
My own Etsy shop. So this one definitely fits the shop and the show and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Cherrywood. So these are twist pins. So you twist and it comes out, twist and goes back in. So Cherrywood.
See, here it is next to the mesquite.
You know. And this one has a nice stripe there, which I can actually, maybe not. I should have been more conscious of where I put the clip. But it's got the stripe there under the clip. Got a little knot spot there. So there's this one. These are $25 a piece, and you'll see that when you go into the shop. So there's cherry.
And these will ship out just like all of my other products.
Yes. These are next day because they're already made up. They're ready to go. I just have to package them up and send them out. There is zebra wood. And these are all hand turned by me, put together by me. So most of these have the same, or there's 2 different designs for the metal parts. So there's the satin nickel, which is this style, and they're all twist pins. And then I have the gold plated, which I really like.
He likes it. I'm not a fan of it.
This is, see, here's the problem. I don't know how to pronounce this wood. It's either, I think it's sapele. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's sapele.
How's it spelled?
Sapele. But when I looked it up, it like gives the pronunciation of it, and I'm pretty sure it's pronounced sapele. And this one almost has, when you catch the light with it, it's almost like iridescent. But
nobody can see it.
So it's a very nice, I think it's a type of mahogany actually. So that's sapele. This one I am not too proud of, but it's going to go in the shop just the same.
Is it going to be the same price?
Yes. Actually, yeah, this one will be the same price because that's just the cost of it.
Why are you not too proud of it?
Well, okay, so I put those 3 stripes in there, and then when I started sanding it, that one stripe just kept disappearing anytime I sanded right there. So that top line is very faint. There, it's almost gone.
So this one's going to be a unicorn, basically.
This
same price, just a unicorn.
Same price, unicorn. Actually, you know what? This one right here, 15.
It's kind of purplish too.
It is a purple. It's purple heartwood. So this one is 15 because I'm not really proud of it, but it's still going to be in the shop. So again, twist pin, twist it, twist it. This one I love.
Is that the special one?
No.
Okay.
No.
I like that one too.
I love this pen. This is Kingwood. And this one has the gold-plated hardware on it. But I love the look of this wood, and it looks a lot better in person than the video is showing. But this one is Kingwood, also $25. Now this one is going to be $35 because there's a lot more work that goes into it than all the others.
I like that one.
This one is two different woods. It is Padauk, which is the red, and then there's two stripes of canary wood in the middle. So this is a laminated pen. But
like hand laminated.
Hand laminated. I did the lamination on it. I glued it up, cut it down, made the pen out of it. But I love this pen. The Padauk is an amazing wood to work with. It's got that red color to it, and then the two layers of canary wood that are slightly different colors from each other in certain spots. But that one is my favorite one. So this one's going to be $35, simply for the extra work that goes into it.
You should have put this right here instead of over the stripe. Hey babe, what happens if they want a pen that is already sold?
If y'all want a pen that is already sold, just message me, and I can get it. I can get the wood again.
You can even do it through Etsy, and he'll get the message. I'll read it, but he'll get the message.
So that is the Padauk. And I may end up doing that where I simply put up listings. And you choose the wood you want, you choose which kit you want, and then I put it together and get it out to you. That might take a little more time, though, than next day.
I think that probably should wait until you open your own shop.
I may wait until I open my own shop to do that. But for now, if y'all want a specific wood, just message me, message her, message the shop, I guess, and I'll get the message, I'll do it up, and...
He'll reply to you first before he makes it up, but...
Okay. So, yeah. But that's what I have. So, there are 6 pens. Ooh, let's see. 6 pens that are going to be going into the shop, or that are in the shop now, so y'all go check it out. This one, 4 of them, these 4. There's the Kingwood, the Sapele, Zebrawood, and Cherry are all $25 each. The Purple Heart, $15. And the Laminated Padauk, which is $35. So there's pictures, multiple pictures of each pen that are in the shop right now.
And he's doing the description and all
and
that.
I'm going to type up the description so that way you know what wood they are, what they're finished with.
And what are these products going to be listed?
These are going to be listed as Goblin King Designs.
So it's going to be in Cherry Pie shop, but these are...
For now they're in Cherrypiecottage on Etsy. But they will become... If this all works out, if I have good response to it, then I will start my own Etsy, and it'll be Goblin King Designs.
But for now, these are all going to ship out the same way that my products do.
Yes.
So y'all show him some love.
I like them. And you know what? If they don't sell, I've got pins that I can use.
Or Christmas gifts.
Or Christmas gifts. Yep. So, y'all go check it out. Let me know what you think. And
if you want mesquite, let him know. Mesquite's kind of a big deal here.
Yeah. I don't have any that are made out of dill, but I do have mesquite.
You also eventually want to be able to get the tools so you can turn acrylic too, so you can do colored ones, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, which I have the tools, they're just not
sharp enough
to work with acrylic yet.
But then we could do some really cool colors and.
So that's my shop news.
I'm still waiting on him to turn my candle holders, but he's been obsessed with pins. So
yeah.
But that's
because I can get the pins out and done like quick. So
but that's shop news, and that's Cherrypiecottage on Etsy.
Yes.
And I am Cherry Pie everywhere, except for my email, because that's harder to change.
Right.
But now it's time for the tail end.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. So, just so you know, do we have anything to add to the tail end? Do you have anything to add?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well then, the June Texas Wildflowers has been shipped out. So, if you don't want to know what it looks like, we'll see you later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. If you do. If you do, here you go. So, spoiler. Nothing else new is going to be...
Spoiler.
Nothing else new is going to be discussed. So this month, for the month of June, the colorway, the flower was Erngo. So, there's the yarn. Next month, it is. I really like this one.
A squish.
Mm-hmm. This was on Fingering Sock. And I have decided that I need to dye up one for me each month. And then maybe I can do something special with it when I dye up all the others. So it just depends. But this one was Erngo. It was a purple thistle looking flower.
Yep.
Next month's is called the Swamp Mallow.
Doesn't that sound lovely?
Yeah, but it's really pretty. It's actually a hibiscus type. And it is found in East Texas down on the coast. So I will post pictures of it and everything else. But yeah, there's the Erngo.
Yeah, so really quick, if y'all didn't see the inspiration picture. All right, hold on. There we go.
Well, that wasn't the inspiration
Well,
picture. That was the flower.
That's the flower that inspired this yarn. So, I think she did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm. And this is exclusive to the Wildflowers until June of next year. Then it might be in the shop. So, if you didn't order it, sorry. But next month's inspiration is called the Swamp Mallow.
Oh, here, I'll get it.
And it's a hibiscus, but it's a white hibiscus with like a pinky red middle.
That one?
That one.
So that's going to be July's.
Mm-hmm. So, and not all of them are going to be dyed this way. It's just this is how I imagined to dye that one.
There's that one too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a swamp mallow.
I'm going with the Texas Swamp Mallows though.
Mm.
Well, it's Texas Wildflower. So, but that was June's. So, it'll be back June of next year. Pre-orders for July will be the last week in June and the first week in July. So, June 23rd through July 5th. Or 6th. Yep. That's when the pre-orders for July's will be up.
Yes.
Yes. So, if you like us, which we hope you do, go to our Ravelry page and join it. Prage. Apparently I was going to say Prage.
Prage.
Ravelry page. I cannot talk apparently. And go in and say, hey y'all, join our group. Then you get to participate in all the cows. And a lot of our prizes will have Bucky's beaver nuggets in it.
Yeah.
So not all of them, but a lot of them do.
Yes. Here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell down there at the bottom, and like and share this video, like and share the whole page, and get the word out there to all your friends, family, and ne'er-do-wells that you may know.
And if you like our YouTube, then that helps others find us too.
Yep.
So, God is good.
Read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Now it's time for
Snack attack!
Oh my goodness. Okay.
1, 2.
Is it it's snack attack or just snack attack?
Now it's time for snack attack.
Okay.
You're the one that always puts the it's a.
I don't say it's a.
Or it's the.
No,
or
I say it's snack attack. Okay. One more time.
Yes.
Uno
Who's
mas.
saying now it's time for?
You.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Okay. Are you positively sure?
Yes.